Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the top teams for Orson, and there are a bunch of teams to go through. I'm going to begin by showing you a replay of one run I just did using a no twins version of a team. It will be main Festo in front of Ludovic, Illusion in front of Valka, and Smokey and Mikola off to the right. Let's take a look at the replay. Now, this is going to be the best team I was able to find that has no twins whatsoever in the comp. So this is if, for example, you don't have twins at all. However, twins are working even at low ascension in Orson today. So even if you have one or maybe legendary plus twins, you should try the other teams that we're going to show you after this. And because, for example, Raguto, who is a free-to-play player, he has mythic twins, and he actually got almost 74 billion damage today with one of the other teams we're going to show you, which is pretty crazy considering the fact that mythic twins and like a lower level of investment. But this is a team for strictly no twins, and it is doing fine. 65 billion damage is not bad, but it is not going to compete for the top ranks. Okay, moving on to the next team. We have Pro Epi's team. Pro Epi's team is another Valka version. It is something you can try. However, honestly, I don't think this is going to be the top performer for many people for today, but we're going to give it a run just to show it. And it is going to be Lila, pink hair in the back, blue haired, Elijah in the front, main Fresser in front of Lila, Illusion in front of Valka, and Valka is going to be buffing up basically all four of the adjacent allies here, and Smokey off to the side for his damage. So Valka, she actually does work somewhat well in Orson, and her damage output is pretty nice as well, like hitting up to 15 billion damage. But for the other Dream On bosses, Valka isn't really used in a lot of them, and even for today, this is one of the weaker teams of today. You're going to see the stronger ones when we go through them. But this can be an option depending on which heroes you have built up, and I do remember in the previous week, this was the best team for certain people. However, today I think it is going to be different because there are some new teams which are doing way better than even this one here. But I just wanted to show it here for completeness sake, because you can always try a couple of these teams depending on which heroes you have built up and see which one does the best for you. So this got 78 billion damage, which is not bad. Valka did, wow, over 16 billion damage. Is pretty crazy. So that is definitely a decent team comp. Not top overall, but it is not bad either. Okay, now we have a no Shakir team comp using Sonya. However, you can use Shakir rather than Sonya, but this is an option if your Shakir is not yet a plus 10 exclusive equipment. It will be main Festo in front of the Sonya, Illusion to the side, Elijah, the blue-haired twin in the front, and Lila, pink-haired twin in the back. Smokey off to the right, with Sonya buffing up Mikola and Festo Illusion. Now, if you have Shakir, plus an exclusive equipment, this team is going to be better running Shakir. However, you can try both teams because the Sonya version is not bad as well. And like we said, it also will work if your Shakir is not at plus 10 exclusive equipment yet. And the twins can work at a lower ascension as well. So I want to give it a try with the Sonya and see what type of score we can get. But with the Shakira, I think this can get, I'm not entirely sure today what is the maximum, but I think over 82 billion damage with Shakir. And with Sonya, we're going to see how well it does, but it should still do pretty well, I would think. Okay, so yeah, another kind of more budget-friendly option. The twins can work at lower ascension. Sonya is working fine here, but you can try replacing her for Shakira if you're running this comp. And if your Shakir is at plus 10 exclusive equipment or above, I definitely would try the Shakir team first before you try this version. But then you can compare both of them and see which one does better. Yeah, this is actually doing really well. 83, pretty crazy. 85 billion damage. Probably some of it is related to mythic charms, but overall, this is pretty crazy considering that this is not even using Shakir in the comp at all. That is pretty amazing and another great option for people to try. Okay, now we have one of the new top teams of today. This is a team which is going to be, it is relatively free-to-play friendly. For Raguto, it worked even when his twins were at mythic level of ascension, so it should work even at low copies of the twins. And his Shakir was only plus 10 exclusive equipment, so it should be working for plus 10 exclusive equipment of Shakir as well. Main Fresser in front of Shakir, Illusion off to the side, Lila pink character in the back, Elijah in the front, and Smokey on the Stellar Bond, Ludovic off to the left with the Harmonic spell. Let's go ahead and see this team in action and see how it does. So Shakir runs up into the middle position, which is perfect. This is exactly where the Shakir needs to be. He is buffing up the entire team, all of your allies, and actually you have the most number of allies on the field as possible, having both twins and then Frester and his illusion all within the aura. This is a crazy team. And so credit to Silver and Thong Li for coming up with this, or Thong Lai, not sure how to pronounce that name, but yeah, they deserve the credit because this is the best free-to-play or friendly budget team option for today. And if you have all of these heroes well built up, you're going to see some crazy scores with this. Like, look at it already, breaking 83 billion damage. I believe we have mythic charms on all of the heroes here, so we should really be shooting for the maximum potential of this team, which is going to be maybe even 98. Are you kidding? 99 billion damage from this team is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, it is top 9 of this server, but this server is way too competitive. Like, everyone basically has Harak in the optimal teams, but this is a really, really good score. 99 billion damage using only Frester and the twins as Celestial Hypogeans, and it will work even at lower ascension of the twins. So that is like my overall top recommended team of today. But now we will move on to the pay-to-win teams. So the overall best pay-to-win team is going to be this one. It is using 3 or 4 Celestial Hypogeans, as you can see. Rainier only needs to be Mythic Plus, but the other heroes here, they need to be the Celestial Hypogeans, and even Smokey, they should all be Supreme Plus with the Harmonic spell. Now, you can replace Rainier for Hugin in this comp. I'm assuming most people who would have all of these other Celestial Hypogeans built up, they probably have Rainier, but that is not always the case. For example, Bucket, who is our viewer from the VN server, he hasn't built up Rainier yet, but he's built the other 3. And so for him, replace Rainier for Hugin. Replacing Rainier for Hugin in this comp is going to be, it obviously will not be quite as good as Rainier, but it will be pretty close, and it is the second best overall team of today, and it is a very viable option. So definitely don't worry if you don't have Rainier at Mythic Plus. You can replace him for Hugin in this comp, but if you have Rainier at Mythic Plus, just run this team and do multiple skip runs until you get your perfect RNG to see exactly how high you can get. So 100, almost 112 billion damage with this comp. So I think the overall top for today is 114 billion, and we're going to aim for that. We're going to keep doing skip runs. There is RNG involved in any Harak team. There's going to be a lot of RNG. So we're going to do skip runs until hopefully we can break. Even if we can't get, you know, honestly, we should get 114 billion. Our team is maxed out. We have now the level 811 resonating level for Dreamraw. There we go, 113 billion damage and 113.3. Yeah, we should be able to get to 114 billion damage at this rate with a lot of runs left. So we're going to go through all of them until we can hopefully get it. Okay, another 113 billion. 113.9. Yeah, we're really close to 114. That actually could have been the one to get 114. But yeah, if need be, just replace Rainier for Hugin. So I'm going to do one run of that. We'll do a skip run. Or actually, no, we'll watch out the run to see it in action. This is going to work as well, but it is not as good as Rainier. And I think the reason for that is Rainier has some interruption effects in his kit. And that is going to reduce the fury of the boss. And that is going to cause the boss to take a bit of increased damage as compared to not reducing the fury at all. Hugin is not going to have interruption effects, so even though Hugin has more like kind of buffs for your allies with his ultimate ability, the problem is that he doesn't have the interruption effects, and so it actually is a worse trade-off. And also Hugin does get devoured pretty much first of all. So, but this is a good second option if you don't have Rainier at Mythic Plus, but you have all of the other Celestial Hypogeans built up basically. Okay, 8 seconds left. Seems, yeah, the damage is lower, 103 billion damage, but this is the second best team of today. With RNG, potentially it could go even higher. But Rainier, for some reason, it doesn't make complete sense to me how Rainier is doing so much better than Hugin in this comp. You would think they would be pretty similar, but Rainier is like far outshining the Hugin comp. And they both have the same charm quality bonus onto the Harak in the back. Okay, so we're going to have to do, we have 9 runs left. We're going to go through all of them, see whether we can get 114 billion. But I think 114 billion, honestly, that is pushing our luck to the maximum. And the fact that we got 113.9 billion, that is basically probably as high as we're going to be able to get for today. But we will keep trying until all of our runs are used up. But yeah, the big breakpoint in levels for Dream Realm, there we go. Okay, at least we got 114 billion. I'm going to take it because we're not in rank 1 position, but we got 114 billion flat. I don't think we can probably get much higher than that. So that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully this is helpful, and you can use one of these teams to get your top score for Orson in the Endless Dream Realm boss today. If there are any other teams which work for you, feel free to share them in the comment section, and I'm sure that can help out other people. And guys, if you are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Let's try to hit it before the end of the season. Thank you guys for watching. You guys can also join my AFK Journey Discord server to chat with me more or ask me any questions. There's a link to that in the description of this video. But thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.